Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Kendra and today is #Friday Hauls and it's hosted at Life with Lois. I have a Walmart delivery here and I didn't make this boo-boo, but somebody else did to the tune of a good bit of money, I feel like. So I'll show you that at the end so you can skip ahead if you want to. Anyway, let me show you. I'll start here. One 18 pack, not 1 dozen, 1 pack. And I did mean to do that because it had gone up in price since I ordered it. You know, like I keep a running tab. When I think, oh, I need that, I run over to my desktop and I put it in my shopping cart for Walmart for when I do get groceries. It was $2.68. Today I paid $2.98, but that's for 18 eggs. That's pretty good. Okay. I got some hoagie rolls. That's for French dip sandwiches later. Not tonight. Tonight's No Cook Thursday. You'll see this on Friday. Maybe we'll have it on Friday. Anyway, 9-grain bread. That's the sandwich bread they like here. I got some of this, and I don't do it very often. And Mimi just talked about it on Mimi's Abundant Life today. She said, I just like my coffee with cream and sugar. And she goes, I don't do flavored. And I go, well, I don't either. But, you know, I just put one in my grocery cart this morning. So 0 sugar. I got a big thing of overnight oats or old-fashioned oats. I use them for overnight oats almost exclusively. And I had 2 containers of quick oats. I can use those for making cookies just fine, you know. But this has, for overnight oats, I want it to be the good stuff. This was an accident on my part. I ordered the 0 sugar coffee mate. This is for my husband. I don't drink the vanilla. I think it's ugh. But he loves it. This is exclusively coffee mate regular. I wonder if he'll even notice. I hope not. If it's not like I'm in trouble or anything. I just feel bad that I did that to him. Because I know I like what I like, you know. I got 2 of these 6 packs of pineapple juice. Last night I had a sore throat before bed, and I had some Advil and a can of pineapple juice, and I feel better today. I'm still sneezing and honking my nose, but I'm not as bad as I was last night, or could have been this morning. Let me get some things out of bags. Hold on. All right, I'll get to doing some of these fruits and veggies so I can put those away and have more room on my table. I got some of, what are they calling these, purple or red? Red seedless grapes. They look like they're nice and fresh and plump, and I like them hard because then they snap when you bite into them. Alrighty then, here we go. I have some California dates. I've got about 6 dates left, and so these are apparently ones that were imperfect, and I think they're delicious. The ones I usually get were $23, and I said, what? You know, maybe because of the fires in California? I don't know, but I can't do $23. No. 2 bags of fresh cranberries because I needed those, and they stay perfectly bouncy, fresh in the crisper of your refrigerator for a long, long time. Is there a date on these? Not that it matters, you know. And they're from the USA. I would hope so. Well, I don't see a date, but I'm telling you, they stay fresh a long time. I can make cranberry relish with these, and I do, and I put cranberries and mandarin orange slices and sugar and whatnot, and they're delicious. I love them with, you know, turkey dinner. But I don't know if that's what I'll do with these, if I'll still have them around. When the kids were little, we used to string them up for the birds. They liked that. They enjoyed doing stuff like that. And, oh, here. A Caesar salad, market side. It's a biggish one, so this will be two lunches for me, or part of a dinner, you know, a salad before dinner for the guys, and it'll be good until the 13th, it says, before it turns rusty on me. 2 cans of, no, 3. If you bought 3, you got them for a deal, like you got cash back. I can't remember how much it was. That's what it was. It was Walmart dollars back you can apply. So I make gravy for biscuits and gravy, and I'm good at it, but I'm not good at meat gravy like turkey gravy, beef gravy, chicken gravy, like that. I think this is better, and I think it tastes better. And my mother is so ashamed of me. She's like, I didn't raise you right. At least your daughter makes them. She said that once at Thanksgiving. Well, at least one person does. Oh, no, I'm so... Yes, hang my head in shame. French dip, I've never used this kind. I've always used the au jus in an envelope, and I have that if there's a revolt. But this goes with the, I showed you the bread, the hoagie rolls for French dip. I don't know if I should, I'll ask the guys, what do you prefer? Because I really don't care. And these are for whatever you need them for. They are the medium heat golden Greek pepperoncini. Love those. And these are for one kid, adult, in mind. And look at the price on these. Do you remember when they were really affordable? $3.19. They don't even write it on the box anymore. They set it off to go with the, they used to have to hold things back. You'd notice, well, such and such is missing. It would come back with a whole new price. The chips that we always get, the Santitas, they're over there, the yellow bag. Those used to disappear and come back. They're at $2.99 now. When the kids were little, they were affordable too. Anyway, there's that. Now I'll show you some frozen stuff so I can put it away. So I got 2 kinds of this for the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. They can use this, or I don't have it out yet. When I get it out, I'll say, here's the other part that I got in case they want that. These are for me to have a quick lunch. Steak portobello with mushrooms and savory sauce and broccoli. Yes, please. 190 calories. How much sodium are we talking here? Because that's usually what kills me. What's that? Oh, I sat at the table and scrapbooked last night, and there's a star that got left over. Anyway, sodium is 800 milligrams, or 35, a third of your day. More than a third of your day. I feed that to my husband. 580, 25% of your sodium for the day. Why do they do that? That's disheartening to me, because it means that when I get on the scale, it won't be accurate. It'll be because Kendra ballooned up over sodium. Anyway, meatloaf with mashed potatoes and gravy. That meatloaf looks sketchy. I don't know. It's not like I usually see it looking. 260 calories, and the sodium is 790. We have a winner. Okay, this isn't for me, but the guys love it. If you've not tried this and you have it in your area, the flagship restaurant is in Seattle, in the Pike Place Market. Okay, Beecher's Smoked Flagship Mac and Cheese, an apple and cherry wood smoked twist on World's Best. Oops, I usually get the World's Best. Oh well, just a different variety in the same brand. Featuring Beecher's Smoked Flagship Cheese. I just love it, love it, love it, but I don't eat it anymore while I'm trying to lose weight. And I am getting close to 40 pounds down since August. It's really... I shouldn't sound all proud about it. I should go, good gravy, Marie, and you have how much more to go? Like that. The last thing I have to show you that is cold, and it's going to go in the freezer. And it's maple-flavored pork sausage link, and it's the Hill variety. I think I get their bacon, too. But I know I've had this before, and the guys like it. Hey, it's gluten-free, no MSG. That's good, because I've got one kid that is so sensitive to MSG that he doesn't even go out to eat Chinese anymore. All right, here's the next stuff. I got 3 green bell peppers, because the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. And as I put this next to them, some sliced provolone. Got some regular Philly cheese, some made with extra cream Tillamook, and this was supposed to be for the not blueberry, I do that all the time, the cinnamon swirl bagels. I've tried finding them at every store in town, and I tried having them delivered every single time that I make grocery lists. nobody has them. Just, I don't want it with raisins. I want cinnamon swirl. It's not for me, it's for a kid, and he doesn't care for raisins. So he's doing without again. And then this is for whatever recipe I need to do. I have a problem, right? Here's some small golden potatoes for soups, stews, hot crushed potatoes, that kind of thing. Half and half, which I love in my coffee. Another pound of butter. I get at least one every single shopping trip, whether I want it or not, because I start baking pretty much right after Thanksgiving. I have a dough day, a batter day, where I do nothing but line up Ziploc baggies with recipes and cooking instructions and put them in the freezer. About 2 weeks later, I have a baking day where I do nothing but bake cookies, and I line those up into bags. All right, and then that's more than you needed to know. Baking potato sizes, because, you know, yum, and 2 yellow onions. So then over here, when I did that pantry clean out, I had a bag of these. They weren't the same brand, but they had been in my pantry for at least 5 years. Maybe before that, because I brought that bucket from the pantry at the old house before we bought this house. Anyway, I like to sprinkle these on some cookies and some desserts and put them on top of whipped cream in a hot cocoa. You know, do it up right, December. 1 powdered sugar, 2 powdered sugar, because you don't want to run out of that when you're making your powdered sugar cookies. Just saying. Or frosting, or whatever else. Nobody's going to eat this. Calm down. When Patience and her friend came over on Halloween, they each took one of these. I said to my daughter, have them stop here. I'll give them some, I don't even remember what I gave them. It was Halloween. Was it chili maybe? I don't know, something hot in a bowl and warm apple cider. And I said, and I'll give them a full-size candy bar. And I put out 2 of this kind and 2 of the white kind. And so Patience got the chocolate one, a chocolate one. There was 2 of each. And her friend got the white chocolate one. And then this is just another one in case. You know, they're cheap. That's that for this pile. I'm almost done. Let me go ahead and tell you right now so I can get this in the laundry room. It's the 80 pack, I hope. It's the one I hoped it was. Is it? I can't even see the 80 on it. Where does it say that? Oh, there it is. Right there. So 80 loads of laundry, unless I put in 2. Like sometimes when the guys come home from work, woof. It's a 2 and an extra rinse. And then I inspect them one more time. I used to hose them down with like Shout or OxyClean or whatever, you know. And one of my kids said they could smell it and they didn't want to smell like that. And so I'm not allowed to use pre-treat stain treatment on their laundry now. All right, here's some more veggies. Some romaine. I'm going to use these for like wrapping up tuna for like a sandwich, but with a lettuce wrap, or lunch meat, or whatever else. I got 4 Roma tomatoes, because I already had like 3 in my fridge. Some celery, 3 avocado, and they are they're super hard right now. That's fine, because I don't need them yet anyway. They'll set on the counter and do just great. 4 jalapenos that are a little bit soft. They look like they could be younger. Like there's a lot of give. And sometimes there's no wrinkles, no, you know, and they're hard and they're fresher. And 3 of the cukes, I'm gonna, before I even, you know, do anything else, I'm gonna prep some stuff like these. There was something else I put over there that I was gonna prep. I don't remember what it was. And put it in containers so they can just grab it. I've got a kid that eats cucumber chips after you slice them like they're potato chips. And they're good for you. They are, why can't I think of it? A diuretic. Diuretic meaning you will release a lot of water, if you know what I mean. So I want those too. And then sour cream. I don't know what I bought that for, but I like to keep it on hand for sure. I think I have a half of one left. And then there's another roast beef that goes with the roast beef that was frozen, and I said they could get this kind or they could have the other kind, so this is probably real high in salt too. I don't eat it, so it doesn't matter, but you know, the kids aren't bothered by it. And then I got this, oh, this is something else I'm going to prep today. I'm going to cook this up and then put it in slices and stick it in a plastic bag. I can have it for lunch. I can have it for dinner. The kids can make sandwiches, you know, that kind of thing, if they want. I think I just have a bag of veggies left, and that's it. Or maybe it's fruit. I didn't order any bananas. Oh, well. All right. This is the last of it. I thought it was more fresh vegetables or fruits, and it's not. I'm done, it looks like. Okay, so I just got 3 bags of the... I don't steam these in the bags. I like to make them, you know, in a pot on the stove or roast them. So 3 of those. And speaking of roasted, check this out. I've never seen this before and I had to try it. It's Better Goods chef-inspired Brussels sprouts roasting medley. So it has Brussels sprouts, yellow and red peppers, onions, and mushrooms, which I could do for myself. It just never occurred to me. It will now. I'm going to probably eat that to myself as a dinner. Yeah. All right, this is the final thing I'm going to show you after I show you this, the mistake that they made. So this is a bone-in butt roast. It's pork shoulder butt blade roast. So what I do with this is I make a Pioneer Woman dish that is yum, yum with a little heat. And I can't wait to do that. And when I do it, I will show you. You probably already even know because it's not a new recipe. So anyway... $22.47. So that's going to have to go in the freezer out in the shop, as are these things, because I couldn't fit them in the house freezer and I couldn't fit them in the deep freezer. So I have to make the trek down the property, out absolutely downhill into the shop, put it in the freezer, come back uphill. Yeah. Complain. Okay, speaking of complaining, I'm not complaining about this mistake, but I did not pay for this next thing. Twins. So actually they're not twins. This one's a pork shoulder picnic roast, bone in. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I know I've had it before because I've gotten half a pig from the butcher in town, Farmer George. But I don't know that I've ever intentionally bought that unless I was after this and made the mistake. There's a sticker. Nope, that's more craft paper. So this is what I meant to get. It's very, very tender. After you have it in a slow cooker for hours and hours, it literally just shreds. This is tougher and with a bone in it, if I remember right. There's a honking bone in the middle of this. And I'm not saying there's not a bone in here. There is too, probably. But, you know. So this is way heavier than the other one. So I didn't order it, and it was in there, and I could not believe it. I know from experience that when this happens, the person that didn't get it just has to call and it's released off their bill. But, you know, that's an extra hassle for a person who didn't get their stuff. You know, they had to wait for their funds to get transferred back if they don't have the extra cash. But anyway, they'll just tell you keep it. Because something like this, they can't guarantee you didn't screw around with it or it was refrigerated while it was in your possession and that kind of thing. So this is good stuff. I wonder if my daughter would take it. I bet she would. I bet she would take this in a heartbeat. I'm going to call her right now. She does want it. So I've got over here bags of Christmas stuff that I'm not going to use this year and Miss Patience is going to get. Like decorations, crafting things, wrapping, you know, ornaments, a tree skirt. Why I have 2 tree skirts, I don't know. I think I've actually got 3. Anyway, that's so that. And I'm very happy to know that this isn't going to go to waste because I sometimes won't make something I'm not excited about until it's freezer burned and I notice. I'm terrible like that. Anyway, I'm so glad that you are here to watch my grocery haul. And I look forward to talking to y'all again, and I want to thank Lois for hosting. And if you've never thought to, give me a hey, say hi, subscribe, like any of my videos, this is your chance. Take care, everybody.